So here I finally have the restored Enfield out at the range. Now you'll note the last time I did it, this wasn't complete. I've installed the rear band. In order to do that, I had to strip the stocks off, and I had to remove the front sight hood, and then I also had to drift out the front sight. I'll show you that after I do some shooting videos though, because I'm sure you're sick and tired of seeing my shop and this rifle in the shop. Well, winter hasn't been too kind to the picnic table here at the range, so I'm just going to load up a few stripper clips for the Lee Enfield, and I guess I'm going to have to be shooting stand-in today. Well, alright, the last piece of the Lee Enfield arrived today. It was the piece that I forgot to order. It's the rear stock band. Anyway, so installing this looks a little easier than it is because, well, you just can't get there from here. So let's take the stock apart and have a look. But I think something either has to happen with the front sights, or we need a machine from Star Trek. This is where this piece is going to go, of course, through the barrel. And it's not going to cooperate. No matter how many angles I try, it's just not going to do it. So it doesn't fit over the front sight either. So there's no way that's going to work. Which means I can drift out the new sight, drift out the old sight, and then reinstall it. We're going to take this whole housing off. So let's drift out the old sight. Well, I couldn't find my brass hammer, but I found an old brass cleaning rod, so I'm going to use that to drift out the front sight. Now, on a lot of these Lee Enfield number 4s, there's an actual screw that you have to get rid of or pull out, and it's a reverse screw. But fortunately enough, this one doesn't have that, so I should be able to tap this right out. There we go. Alright, so I was able to get the front sight off. Now, here's what we've been waiting to see. I'm going to just pull the camera out and see if we can get this on. So hopefully I won't have to edit out profane language and this works. So the orientation I want is, I want this in this direction. And I got it through. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Now this obviously means that there's going to be a significant amount of resighting required to get this line back up and working properly. But after changing the stock and everything like that, you know, that kind of thing, you generally have to do anyway. So I'm going to eyeball this to where I think it was before. Nope, too far. Alright. Well, now that I have that off, I'm not going to put the front sight guard back on for a while. I'm going to get the other things installed on this. Now that I have the chance, I just thought I'd go over the major components of a restoration that you'll require. Oftentimes when you get a Lee Enfield, you might just have that as a sight, and part of the bayonet lug might be ground off. It's more desirable, obviously, to have a bayonet lug, but oftentimes, you know, some of these old sporters have been torn apart. Anyway, so the front sight guard and a screw, the front band, the middle band, and a swivel. And obviously the part that I'd missed initially was the rear band. So the actual rear band is in place, so I can slide that one in place. There's the middle band, and there's the front band. So all I have to do is just get everything screwed down and then put the front sight blade on.